There is a very popular legend that is told about the Srirangam temple in Tamil Nadu, the Ranganatha Swami temple. Again, it is one of the largest temples in the entire world, not only in Bharatadesha, but in the entire world. It is said to be one of the largest temples that is there. And inside this vast temple, there is a small but a very, very special shrine which is dedicated to a lord called Annamurti or the Lord of Food, Annam. Now, this shrine that is there is very close to the temple kitchen, and which is called as Madapalli, where every day food is prepared, that is Nevidyam is prepared for the Lord as well as for all the Bhaktas who come in. So, both Ranganatha as well as Bhaktas who visit the Srirangam temple, they are given Annadaanam. Now, what is the story behind this shrine of Annamurti? Now, before it seems that even today also, if you go to Ranganatha Swami temple in Srirangam, there is a lot of utsavam, this, that, lot of rituals being done. So thousands of workers, visitors, cooks, everyone, they visit the temple. And in earlier times, what used to happen is, there used to be a lot of struggle that is there to prepare food also in huge quantities. So every day preparing food for the Lord as well as for all the bhaktas who come there was becoming difficult. So it was a very, very noble task. Now, doing Annadaanam is something which is very, very auspicious, very good to do, but it is not that easy, right? To prepare food also, that too in huge quantity. So there were times when the resources, maybe the food and other things that are needed for preparing food, all that used to fall short. Then physically it was very, very straining for the cooks, the workers also. And at times it seems that the purity that was needed while preparing the Nevidyam, that could not be followed many a times. So all these difficulties were there. That's when the temple priest, the cooks and so on, they said that let us pray to Lord Ranganatha only. He will only definitely provide us some solution also. And then it is believed that Lord Vishnu himself, that is Lord Ranganatha himself, answered their prayers, and he appeared there in the form of Annamurti. That's how the shrine of Annamurti is there even today in the Ranganatha Swami temple. And the presence of Annamurti actually blessed the kitchen, saying that food would never run short or so. Always purity, that is shaucham, would be maintained in the kitchen. Further, every meal that is eaten there, that would have love, it seems. That would be prepared with full of love, and that would be accepted and consumed also with divine love that is there. So this was the blessing which Annamurti gave to the devotees, the priests who prayed to the Lord. So from then on, what happened is, all the cooks also, they got lot of strength and assurance. It was given by the Lord himself, and everyone understood that feeding others also, that is Annadaanam Paramdaanam, giving Annadaanam, that is there, is the highest quality, and it is equal or it is same as worshipping Bhagwan also. And thus the shrine was built, so to honor this divine form of Vishnu, that is a form of Annamurti. And it was to remind everyone that cooking and serving food in a temple, that is doing Annadaanam in a temple, is not just a duty but an offering to Bhagavan himself. So just as Ranganatha, he is always in bliss, Annamurti ensures that the kitchen never runs out of food. And this becomes, this entire activity, the grace of Annamurti that is there, was a shrine of divine grace that is there. And the tradition of providing food, that is doing Annadaanam, that continues even till date. Now, here a deeper meaning of the shrine of Annamurti is, it is a truth, a reminder that Annam Brahma, meaning food itself, is God. We have this Annam Brahma, especially if you take the reference of Bhrigu, which is a part of Taittiriya Upanishad. Few of you might be familiar, if you even would have heard about it. There you have references of Annam Brahma and so on, which means food also is God only. That's the reason it is said that whenever we consume food also, our full attention must be there on the food. And at the same time, preparing food also with full of devotion also is an act of prayer. Eating that, consuming the same with gratitude, that becomes worship. And sharing it with others also is the highest form of service. So this shrine of Annamurti is a lesson for all of us, that serving food is serving God only, and removing hunger of many is one of the greatest forms of bhakti which one should have. That's the reason always it is said, just as Bhagwan also highlights in the 15th chapter of the Gita to Arjuna and ultimately to all of us, is I manifest myself in the form of gastric juices who are there, which is there in the stomach, which helps in the process of digestion. So whenever we consume food also, that's why I said you should not throw away food also. You must always sit down and consume. You must not eat, maybe stand and eat food. You must not, as far as possible, not sit on a chair or so and consume. So why such practices were followed is food also has to be given lot of importance. When it is prepared also, it should be prepared with lot of devotion, because food is a form of Annapurna Devi himself, and also Annamurti, who is a form of Ranganatha, who was manifested in the Ranganatha Swami temple of Srirangam. So wherein when the food in the divine kitchen, the kitchen of Srirangam, when it was falling short, Bhagwan himself manifested there in the form of Annamurti to highlight the importance of Annadaanam that is there, and also how prasadam should be prepared. That's the reason why maybe during the festivals of Navaratri and so on, why do we offer some kind of nevidya? Or whenever a person comes to our house, we offer them something to eat, right? Let it be an auspicious occasion, or let it be a Shraddha Karma, let it be a small puja like a Griha Pravesha puja or a Satyanarayana puja, whatever it is, or maybe the daily puja, offering nevidyam or food is something which is very, very important, right? So these are all small things, small acts, but our ancestors, our elders also used to follow this tradition because it has got a very, very deeper meaning to it, like Annapurna Devi or like Annamurti, who is a form of Vishnu. We have many other gods, gurus also, who have highlighted the importance of Annadaanam, importance of consuming the right food, like Krishna also highlights in the Gita. At times you see, if we eat spicy food also, we have some irritation in the stomach, right? Or it might lead to maybe stomach upset issues and so on. Why that happens is because the gastric juices inside the stomach, they are not able to digest the food that we have consumed. That's the reason it is always said that you should eat sattvic food and so on. So Bhagavan says that I am there in the form of those gastric juices that are there in everyone's stomach, which helps ultimately in the process of digestion. So the importance of food that is there has been highlighted in various places like the Upanishad, like the Gita, and also by gods themselves. They have manifested and highlighted the importance of Annadaanam, also preparing food in the right manner, consuming it in the right manner, and also offering the same to others. The quantity might be less, but it should be offered in the right way. Yeah. So this is the importance of food, which Annamurti, Bhagavan, has shown to all of us by manifesting in the temple of Ranganatha Swami of Srirangam.